Welcome back, boys and girls. We are in week 7 of our virtual learning classes. This week, we will be concentrating on 2 lessons, Lesson 1 and Lesson 7. For today, we are on Lesson 1, Ask and Answer Questions about Key Details. For our Day 1 standard, we will concentrate on RI1, which states, show understanding of a text by asking and answering questions, and refer to the text to support the answers to questions formulated about the text. Our writing standard says, gather information from sources, take brief notes, and sort evidence into categories. Our learning target for today states, asking and answering questions about what you read will help you understand the text. Our academic talk words are key details, topic. We ask questions to get information or to understand something. Often, questions begin with words such as who, what, when, where, why, and how. As you read, ask yourself questions about the text. Then look for key details in the text to answer your questions. Asking and answering questions will help you understand the topic of the text. Remember our question words: who, what, when, where, why, how. Let's practice. Look at this picture. What questions do you have about what you see? Boys and girls, the title of this picture is Prairie Dog Homes. You will better understand a science article if you ask yourself questions about the topic as you read and notice key details in the text that you answer. Boys and girls, what we have here, instead of a piece of text, we have a picture. You can gather a lot of information from this picture. This is a special drawing called a diagram. It shows the structure of prairie dog homes. Let's get started. What are some questions you could ask about that picture? Read the questions in the first column, then use key details from the picture to answer the questions. Question number 1. What are most of the animals in the picture called? Remember, a key detail is that the title of the picture is Prairie Dog Homes. So if you answered, most of the animals in the picture are called prairie dogs, then you are correct. Number 2, where do these animals live? Let's go back to the picture. If you said the prairie dogs live in holes in the ground, you are correct. A key detail would be that we see tunnels from the surface leading down into the hole in the ground. We see nests and we see an adult with its babies. Another question could be, why do these animals live underground? If you said that you think they live underground to protect themselves, you would be correct. A key detail was, I see an animal like a wolf or a coyote looking down into one tunnel. It looks like that animal might eat a prairie dog. Good job. Our story for today is called Beaver Logs by Brian Davis. Let's read this story and then think of questions along the way. If you'll look down at the bottom right side of the story, you will see our sidebar where we have our close reader habits. Today's close reader habit says, think of 2 questions to ask about beaver lodges. Then underline words and phrases that help you answer the questions. Let's get started. Do you know the saying, "Be busy as a beaver"? Oh, boys and girls, think back to when we did idioms. Busy as a beaver. Think about what that means literally and non-literally. Let's keep reading. People say this because beavers are always working. These crafty creatures spend a lot of time building their homes. Beaver homes are called lodges. Lodges are found along streams, rivers, ponds, and lakes. Beavers build these homes from branches and rocks. They use mud to hold them together. When they can, beavers build their homes into the banks along the water. Other times, they need to make a safe spot first. To do this, they build a dam from logs, branches, and mud. They get the logs by gnawing at trees until they fall down. A dam is like a wall that blocks water from flowing. It then forms a pond. Once the dam is built, beavers can get to the business of building their lodge. Beaver lodges are shaped like a dome. They are usually about 10 feet high and 20 feet across. Most lodges have at least one underwater opening. To get inside, the beavers must swim underwater. These secret openings keep out unwanted predators. Inside the beaver lodge are different rooms. There is an eating room and a nesting room. The floor of the lodge is built up out of the water. It is also made from rocks, branches, and mud. It is covered with plants and other soft materials. A family of beavers live in a lodge. Two parents and two sets of their offspring often live together. How can asking and answering questions as you read help you learn more about beavers and their homes? Remember, we're asking questions that begin with what, where, why, and how. Let's look at what we can do to complete the chart by asking questions about the passage. Then we're going to answer the questions with key details from the text. One question has been done for us. What do beavers use to build their lodges? If you said beavers use branches, rocks, and mud to build their lodges, you are correct. It says so in the passage. The key details say, beavers build these homes from branches and rocks. They use mud to hold them together. Let's keep going. Another question may be, where do beavers build their lodges? If you look back in the passage, our answer could be, beavers build their lodges near or in water. Because in the passage it says, lodges are found along streams, rivers, ponds, and lakes. Let's ask another question. How do beavers make a safe spot for their lodge? Our answer, beavers build dams that block water. Our text evidence is a dam is a wall that blocks water from flowing. It then forms a pond. Boys and girls, I'm sure that you can come up with at least one or two other questions about beaver lodges. Feel free to pause this video if you have other questions. And then find the answers to your questions and support them with key details from the text. So let's review. We ask questions to get information or to understand something. Often questions begin with words such as who, what, when, where, why, and how. As you read, ask yourself questions about the text. Then look for key details in the text to answer your questions. Asking and answering questions will help you understand the topic of the text. Remember, our question words are who, what, when, where, why, how. Boys and girls, we have come to our exit ticket for day 1 of week 7. Our exit ticket question is, why are the Beaver Lodge openings underwater? Remember to go back to the text so that you can use key details from the text in your response. A hint is to reread the passage to find these key details. Remember, our short response question is, why are the Beaver Lodge openings underwater? You can find that answer in our story. Remember to click the exit ticket link below this video. Good luck, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.